Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Alright, with Yahweh's name, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai's name, the Son. Alright, and we coming in what? The Spirit of truth, man, the Holy Spirit. Alright, that's how we understand these things. That's how we do and operate to serve Yahweh, Ba'ashem, and Yahweh Shai. Alright, and basically, this is going to be a quick lesson, through the Spirit, through the Spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. It's always a scoffing with a bugged out breakdown on the comment board, man. And these niggas are getting worse. Alright, apparently this guy is saying that the northern kingdom linked back up with the southern kingdom after the Babylonian captivity. So basically he's throwing 2nd Ezra 13 out the window. Alright? In fact, that's the Spirit. We're going to start with that. Get 2nd Ezra 13. 2nd Ezra 13. I'll tell you the exact verse. And you know what? That doctrine throws a ton of prophecies out the window, man. A ton. It's like, let me do it the easy way. 13. Verse 40.
This is 2nd Ezra 13 to 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea and the king whom
Shalmaneser,
the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
And that's located in 2 Kings 17, The northern kingdom was taken out of our land, and not only that, he put different people in our land. He put heathens in the land of the northern kingdom, man, in Samaria. Okay? In fact, this is 2 Kings 17 and 1. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, not as the kings of Israel that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria. And Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea, for he had sent messengers to sow king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison. Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah, in the Habor by the river of Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes. For so it was, the children of Israel had sinned against Yahweh their power, which had brought them out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods. Alright? So, right here, the northern kingdom was carried away captive into Assyria. Okay, so then when you skip down, I'm going to skip down to verse... Damn. I'm going to slide you. I was going to read more. There's a lot in there. I'm going to start at 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight. For he rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king, and Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them. until Yahweh removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria until this day. Alright? And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cuthah, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Seraphim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria, instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. So there you go, man. The king of Assyria took our nation captive, the northern kingdom captive, and then placed heathens in our land. This is according to the prophecies of the Lord, man. Alright? So when it got overturned, the Lord was going to overturn it. So let's see what the rest of the scripture say. Can you keep going that second Ezra, barbershop?
Verse 41, it says, But they took his counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Wait a minute. It said they would go to a country that no man dwelt. So did they go to Israel, man? Did they go back to our land and dwell with the Judites after this captivity? No, that's madness. It said what no man lived before, man. Well, no man was living at, man. No man had received this land as a heritage in Genesis 10. All right, well, after Deuteronomy 32, like it says, the Lord set up the lands by the children of Israel. They didn't get that, man. All right, nobody had received a heritage of to live in America. All right, like I said, Japheth had the islands, Ham got their land, Edom got their land. Everybody got their own lands. Nobody dwelt in America, man. And even if you, hey, look, one thing's for certain. Well, for one thing's certain, it is America. But one thing you can't say is they went back to Israel, because for certain people dwelled in Israel, man. The Jews were still there. All right, go ahead.
Verse 42.
That's just a simple as art. That right there alone cuts it, man. It said they went to a land no man dwelt. So that whole doctrine that you're spewing is complete lies, man. Clearly.
Verse 42. They that might dare keep their statutes, they that might dare keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they enter into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. So
they entered into Euphrates, and then what happens? A river pours out into a bigger body of water. So they entered into Euphrates, and that poured them out into the ocean, and they came around the eastern part of Africa, going southward. They came around, the Horn, right? And they came into what? The Americas, man. Okay? Plain and simple. And we're going to get more precepts to prove that. And in the process, that's going to show that the northern kingdom did not link back up with the southern kingdom, man. And that's it, that's all. Until this day. Until the end times where we're linked up together now. Keep going.
Verse 43. Verse 44. For the Most High then showed them for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. Through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called
Arsaruth. Which is America's, man. All right, you saying it's another name for the Middle East? It's another name for Israel? That's bullshit. Go ahead.
Verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
It says what? It says they will dwell there into the latter times. So you said, what you're saying ain't shit, man. Right there alone. It said the northern kingdom went to another land, or they dwelt there into the end days, man, to the latter time, man. So what is this land that they went to? Can you get Jeremiah 16?
Okay.
And start at 14.
This is Jeremiah 16:14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth and brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
So we would get delivered from where? The land of the north, man. And you can grab Micah 4:10 real quick. We would get delivered from the land of the north, plain as day. What's this land man's called over here? North America. We're going to get precepts proving that, man. Because everybody knows in Revelation what that kingdom is called spiritually is Babylon. But what is that kingdom? That's America. Micah.
Said Micah what?
4 and 10.
This is Micah 4:10. It says, be in pain the labor of to.
No, read that over.
This is Micah 4:10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth a daughter of Zion like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
Right, so we're going to get redeemed from Babylon. All right, that's when the salvation going to come from. All right, Psalms 137 tells us what? All right, that Esau Edom is New Babylon, man, the daughter of Babylon. The same as in Revelation. And Esau Edom is a so-called white man. So get Jeremiah 3 and start at 18.
Come.
Start at 17. Jeremiah 3 and 17.
This is Jeremiah 3:17. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it.
So this is talking about the end times, man. All right, this is coming until when at the time when when all the nations of Israel get gathered together, and then what happens, man? All the nations going to bring the forces of the Gentiles to us, man. They're going to bring us their resources, man. They're going to look at us in high esteem. So this ain't happened yet. Because them assholes, oh, that happened already. That happened. No, this ain't happened yet, man. Go ahead.
Come. It says, to the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem, neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel.
In those days shall Judah walk with Israel. Not a moment sooner, man. All right, now, of course there was some northern kingdom amongst the southern kingdom. That's the New Testament. It was an Asherite woman that was there. All right. So say 100 northern kingdoms stayed behind with the southern kingdom. Does that mean that now the southern kingdom was the northern kingdom was with the southern kingdom back then? That's like saying, hey, the few hundred Edomites that served slavery because they were tares, they served slavery with us. All right, does that mean Esau now got punished and went to captivity already? No. All right, the majority of the northern kingdom, basically, like they say, virtually all the northern kingdom, all right, was gone in that 713, man. So then, of course, there was a few Ephraimites, a few Manassites there, man. They still needed a place to live amongst the Judites. But the nation of the nation of the 10 tribes, man, the northern kingdom was gone. All right. Just like it was, you think they gathered up every Levite, man, at the northern kingdom? You don't think it still was a couple? That don't mean that the Levites was with the northern kingdom. No, the Levites still with Judah, Benjamin, Levi. All right? You can't say because there's 100 of them, they need a place to stay. Unless they bring out the Chronicles and it says Ephraim and Manasseh. All right, it was a few men left there. That's madness, man. So now Esau served slavery. A few hundred of them went to captivity with us. You know, they was tares. Esau don't need to go into slavery no more. That's bullshit, man. It's like that argument y'all got is bullshit. Northern kingdom and southern kingdom has been separated since that curse fell upon them when Jeroboam took over, man. Yeah, you go back to Jeremiah. You can let the mic go. And the second address.
Jeremiah 3 and 18 over. In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
There you go. So it says in those days we're going to get delivered out the land of the north. That's when we will unite. That's what's happening right now, man. Not a moment sooner. Now we're coming together as a nation, man, northern and southern kingdom. All right? That argument y'all got is bullshit, man. And you know it is. 2 13 alone cuts that. The northern kingdom is waiting over here in the land of the north until the end days. It says that's when they will be into the latter times, man. When we get the latter rain. You got a precept? Oh, okay. You can get Jeremiah 50:33.
This is Jeremiah 50:33. It says, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Keep on.
Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall truly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Boom, there you go. So this is talking about, again, that land of the north, New Babylon, man. This is what we will oppress together. All right? If the northern and southern kingdom had linked up already, all right, after the Assyrian captivity and then after the Babylonian captivity went to our land together, all right, then why would Yahweh Shai say this? Can you get Jeremiah 10 and 16? I mean, Salakia. St. John 10:16. Salakia. Why would Yahweh Shai say this, man? In fact, let me get this John 4. And also, why would he say this, man? Why in John 4 does he only mention it? Why he only mentions the Jews? All right, why does he only mention the Jews in John 4? This is John 4, and I'm going to start up and I'm going to skip down, man. This is John 4 and verse and 9. I'm starting at 9, man. That's the point. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Now Samaria is a land that belongs to the northern kingdom, right? So I'm going to skip down. Okay? 20. Our fathers worship, this is the woman talking, our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahweh Shai said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Proving she's not an Israelite. So what does this show, man? These same foreign nations that were set up in the land of Samaria in 2 Kings 17 that we read earlier was still dwelling there in John 4. Alright, during the time of the Roman Empire, the fucking heathens was still in the land of the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom wasn't there, man. Alright? As a nation, they wasn't there, man. Could have been 5 left, man. Could have been 100 left. The northern kingdom as a nation, what's 100 men to a nation that's filled with millions, man? That's nothing. Alright? So it was heathens in this land still to this day right here. Because the second Esdras 13 prophesied the northern kingdom will be in that far land until the end times. Which that land is the Americas, man. The northern kingdom was over here. Alright, it says Judah and the northern and southern kingdom will be oppressed together in this land, man. We're going to get delivered together out of this captivity. Verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So at this point in time, it was still only Jews in that land. That's why he mentioned them, man. Alright, first to the Jews, man. Alright, then to everybody else. Now you can get to John 10:16. If the northern kingdom was over there with us, being oppressed, being as the nation of Israel, then why would the John 4 say what it say, and then why would this John 10 say this, man?
Cause this John 10:16, and other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
They should be one fold and one shepherd. We get Hosea 1:11. So he's talking about the northern kingdom being linked. You got it? He's talking about the northern spirit, the northern kingdom being linked back up with the southern kingdom under that one shepherd, man. We're gonna have one shepherd, all right, and we're gonna have one king, man. All right, we're gonna be back in nation. We're gonna have Yahweh Bashem Yahshua reigning over us, all right, and then we're gonna have King David set back up in authority, man. You guys are bugged out. To simply put it, man, you niggas are dumb. Mute dogs. That's why you don't go into prophecies. You don't understand even the ones that's past, man. It said men, sheep of another fold. So they wasn't Jews. They wasn't over there yet, man. They was over there, and that wasn't even needed to be said. All right? And when you read the Maccabees, what does the northern kingdom mention that, man? They oppressed who? The Jews. It didn't happen yet, man. It started now. The northern southern kingdom is coming back together now. You get the Hosea Bible for sure.
This is Hosea 1:11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Right,
there you go, man. So Israel and Judah, they're going to be together during that time when they get delivered. And that's here in America, man. We will oppress here together in America, not in the Roman Empire, all right, not in the Greek Empire, but over here in America, man. Because the Northern Kingdom has been over here waiting until the end times till we got linked back up and fucked over together. Now we can unite together, man. Now we know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh together. That's happening right now, this moment, man. You got something? You get Ezekiel 37 and verse 19.
This is Ezekiel 37 and 19. It says...
Salak. Start at 15.
Come. This is Ezekiel 37 and 15. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man...
You know what? Start at 12.
God. This is Ezekiel 37 and 12. Therefore, prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves, and because you come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
And that goes right to Revelation, all right? We was going to be dead, all right? We was some dry bones when? Over here in the Americas, man. We completely lost who we were after that great falling away. All right? But this talks about what? It says, let me get the Revelation real quick so I can quote that scripture back when it come up. This is Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. I'm going to keep going. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Now, right here, when it says they should not be put in graves, it means we wasn't actually dead, man. Okay? We wasn't actually dead. That's it, that's all. I'm going to keep going. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So those dry bones are going to live again. Those dead bodies will live again. Okay? In Ezekiel 37, when it says, I've opened your graves, talking about the prisons, man. The Lord's going to start to redeem us. The truth shall make you free. Keep going.
Come. So,
you all good.
Verse 13, it says, And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it.
So he said, the prophecies are set up that when we wake up to our heritage, and the Lord begins to bring us into our land, and actually brings us to our land as a unit, as one nation. All right, we're gonna know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has done these things. So we didn't link back up a moment sooner, because the prophecies got to be fulfilled, man. The Lord is getting the name this way. Him was fucking us up, splitting us up, and then bringing us back together as a nation, taking down these heathens. All this is part of Him getting the name. All right, these prophecies must be fulfilled, man. Go ahead.
Converse.
And just for the record, when you read starting at the first verse, just on the grave part, because Revelation says they wasn't in the graves, meaning that they wasn't actually dead. And right here, it starts up saying they was dry bones in the valley. And then it proceeds to say that when I open your graves, let you know that they wasn't, it's not talking about physical graves right there. It's talking about the prisons of being in captivity, man. All right? Keep going.
Kind of says, I'm going to read it over. This verse, this is Ezekiel 37:14. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. This shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, the Son of Man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Simply the northern and southern kingdom. The stick of Joseph and Ephraim is the northern kingdom. All right, and Judah is the southern kingdom. Keep going.
It says, the word, verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand.
Keep going. And
the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms and more at all.
Right. So that's when it was going to stop being two nations, man. All right. This one, northern and southern kingdom, is going to be together. We got delivered out of this last captivity, man. In fact, read the next verse. It's going to prove it's talking about, further prove it's talking about the end of this thing. Keep going.
Verse 23. And so, neither shall they defile. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their God.
There you go. So when did Israel stop serving their idols, man? This is talking about we get the kingdom of heaven. This is talking about what's coming, what's happening, man. So we're uniting as a nation right now. Not a moment sooner. Hey, this didn't happen at the end of the Babylonian captivity. Man, that argument is stupid, man. In fact, it's more precepts, man. We didn't get to Isaiah 11 or even Ephesians, the second chapter. Well, so you got it, you can hit it. Because, hey, and you can't get it, man. It's not for you, man. Clearly, the northern and southern kingdom has been separated until this day. All right? In fact, that's why Mexicans, they got Mexican gangs, they hate Judite gangs, man. All these people, they still against each other. Mexicans still look down on niggas, and niggas still treat Mexicans how they treat them, man. All right? Except for those who come into the truth. When they become Israelites, man, we become a nation of Israel again. All right? To this day, they still hate each other, man. The northern kingdom and southern kingdom is now only coming back together, and that's under the name and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Knowing that we the Israelites, man, having this truth. Outside of that, they still separated as two damn nations, man. You niggas are fucking sick. Go ahead,
This is Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
There you go. So the Lord is taking that away by us coming to this truth and uniting, man. All right? That's when Judah and Ephraim becomes one. That's when Judah stop afflicting Ephraim, and Ephraim stop fucking envying Judah, man. That's coming when you come into this truth and knowledge, man. In fact, I do got one more. This is Zechariah 10 and 6. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph. And I will bring them again to place them. So when Judah and Joseph unites and everything, we begin to get placed in our land, which was happening. For I have mercy upon them, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am Yahweh of their power, and will hear them, man. All right. So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom is now united, man, to become one nation. All right. And anybody teaching otherwise is because you're just a liar. We could end it once we read the 2 13. But through the Spirit, it was proven, man. All right. It says prove all things. If you can't get it, and you ain't got no excuse when this judgment comes, man. All right. It's that simple, man. So with that, you got something else out? All right, so with that, all praise and honor glory to Yahweh, Pa'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. All right, double honors to the apostles, and salutations to your brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom.